Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is tasting American gumbo for the first time. This is Lost in the Pond. His links are in the description as always, but please wait till after this video to check him out. We tried gumbo in San Francisco at Bubba Gump. It was amazing. I think James even really liked it, and James doesn't like seafood, so that was a big deal. It was really nice. I really want to try some more when we get back. Hopefully we can come to Maine one day and try gumbo there, because I think that is the, like, New England is the seafood specialty area, I guess. So that would be cool, but for now we will see Lawrence. I'm guessing he's making it because he's got all his pans out, so let me know if this is something that you want me to try and make in the comments below, and let's get into it.
States for 16 years, there are still some American food items that I've yet to try. If you've been watching my channel recently, you'll know that recently I made shrimp and grits recently. And today we're turning to another southern dish, gumbo. For my British viewers who are asking, what on earth is gumbo? I don't know. So to find out, I asked an expert.
Okay.
I go by Naomi Loves History on Instagram and YouTube and TikTok. That's kind of where I show my historical costuming, sometimes historical cooking as well. Gumbo is, I feel like it's a disservice to call it a soup, but it's in like the soup territory.
Okay.
It is a dish that is derived from West African culture, and it was really taken in by a lot of like Creole people in Louisiana. So you have French and Spanish and West African influence, of course, on this dish. The word gumbo comes from a West African word, which is gombo, like G-O-M-B-O, and that is meaning okra. Traditional gumbo, you have the base vegetable is going to be okra, and that was brought up across by enslaved people from West Africa. And so it is a whole dish that is comprised of seafood and meats and rice. The base is like a really spicy roux, like with all these different types of spices. And so once you are able to put all these ingredients together, it comes into this super warm, hearty meal.
Thanks, Naomi. And if you are not yet subscribed...
I didn't know that about gumbo, about where it came from, and yeah, its originality. But yeah, that's really interesting.
to this channel, do that now.
And here.
That was aimed at the general viewer, not Naomi. In the meantime, join me as I attempt to not blow up my house and, in fact, make and try American gumbo for the first time.
Let's see.
Now, unlike with the shrimp and grits, I decided that we were going to chop everything well in advance of the video in order to avoid some of the problems that I ran into last time. Also, because there's a particular part of this recipe that takes ages, and that is roux, which apparently takes 45 minutes to make. Naomi, would it be a big problem if we skip the roux?
I'd say the thing that makes gumbo the way it is the roux.
Oh, wow,
all
okay.
The other things,
no skipping.
You know, is preference and taste and texture, you know, whatever. But the roux is what makes it, because that is your base. That is where the depth of flavor comes from. And so, like, if you don't have that, unfortunately, it's not going to be classified as gumbo.
Right, well, I don't want to incur the wrath of everybody in New Orleans, where this is apparently a popular dish during Mardi Gras, which is about to happen. So, if nothing else, this will make for great drunken entertainment. Anyway, let's get started on the roux. Today's recipe comes from Tastes Better from Scratch with Lauren Allen. According to the recipe, you need 4 things to make roux. You need a deep pot, I'm just going to remove the lid for now, all-purpose flour, vegetable oil or canola oil, and... Jesus! Oh. A whisk.
Oh wow, that's not a lot of stuff.
Anyway, there are 3 unavoidable certainties in life: death, taxes, and my own inability to cook. Now, in the past, this has always led to some regrettable life choices, like making a full English breakfast at 10 p.m. with nothing but a single egg and some suspicious-looking bacon. Okay, the recipe calls for 2 to 3 cups of oil, which
that's
a
lot of oil.
I just realised it meant 2/3.
Oh. Imagine if you put all that in.
Alright, that should do it. 1 cup of flour.
Okay.
And now we whisk until my arm dies. All right, so it says in the recipe that we've got to do this, you know, for a long time until it turns brown. It's already started to do that, although at the minute it kind of looks like vomit. You just keep stirring it, apparently, and eventually it's going to have the texture of cookie dough. I can't hold the whisk like that because the pot's in the way, so I have to hold it like that, and it's very uncomfortable. Now my dog's asking me to go for a walk. What is it, Arthur? He's ringing the bell. Cannot go for a walk right now, but Tara's not here. Hey, production! can you take my dog on a walk? He needs one. So we'll just see where it goes, and I'll just keep doing this for 45 minutes. Better put a timer on. Do I do this the whole time? That seems excessive, which makes me wonder, how did somebody discover that you could make roux? Like, who just stood here and did this?
Someone must have stood there for
an
ages.
Hour? Come on. I'm still here. I can still.
My hand would have been dead by now.
Soul. I'm on my own and battery exhausted. Oh, This is why I'm not a chef. This is why I am more interested in talking about word differences between Britain and America and things that don't require much physical activity. Because I've been stirring this now for almost 30 minutes and it's still liquid. It is darker brown, but it's liquid. Now I did see a bit of thickness in there, but the recipe says that if it doesn't start looking like cookie dough, then put more flour in and just mix it in. Well, here we are in September 2025, or 1987, and it still looks like the river that Augustus Gloop fell into. So I'm going to clear my head, take the dog for a walk, and see if we can salvage this when I get back. Well, say what you like about my cooking, Arthur, but Nigella probably wouldn't take her dog for a walk mid-prep. All right, so we're back from the walk. We're back from the walk, and it's time to look at the roux, which looks like it's done. How did this happen? It's almost like somebody felt sorry for me while I was out and fixed my mistake. Now we have to make something else brown. Sausages. So it says do this on medium-high heat for about 3 minutes, and then after that we're going to just turn these over and put them on a plate. So that should be nice and easy.
Yeah, seems easy.
Okay, we've accidentally burned the sausages because I got distracted by the dog who wanted to go outside.
Is that his smoke alarm?
Not letting up on that. So let's fix this. Can't really fix it, can you? But we'll just have burnt sausages. It's fine. Don't worry about that. Maybe this will be good. You know, some people like it when it's nice and crispy. Turn, you. Oh. So now we make the actual gumbo by mixing everything together so that hopefully my wife doesn't realise that I burned one of the key ingredients. First things first, we put in the chicken broth. Oh, it's just spraying up a bit. There we go. Green pepper, which, that's yellow. Oh well, hope that's okay. It should be because we've got a lot of green right here. Garlic. So let's just stir all this together. Okay, a lot of vegetables in so far. Which I can no longer see. Oh, it's coming up. That's good. We're going to spice it up a little bit with some Cajun seasoning. That feels appropriate for New Orleans. Get in there. Yeah. Hey, it's starting to look like the picture until I add the burnt sausages. So this is really good. They do love shrimp in New Orleans. Spoon it in, because if I just drop this in, I know that boiling water will splash everywhere. Back at me. There we go. Okay, put them in.
Those are some good sized prawns, you know. I love prawns.
Chicken, same thing. Get it on that. Put it in. Don't know if I've got enough of this because between you and me, I got peckish this morning and made myself a chicken sandwich. But I think that I pulled too much chicken to begin with anyway, so hopefully there's enough here. Look at that, it's turning into gumbo. I can't believe it. So there's the sausages. Beautiful. You know what? I like burnt sausages. It's going to be fine. Not sure how long we're supposed to do this for.
Oh my God, you can actually see the burnt sausages.
5 minutes? Now, one of the things that people were saying a lot of during my shrimp and grits video was that actually, Lawrence, that looks amazing despite you. I'd be very interested to know what you all think of how this looks. I think it looks amazing. It looks good. I can't wait to taste it. All right, we're just waiting on the rice now. All right, the rice is done. The moment of truth is here. Is gumbo actually any good? Let's see. Oh, wow. It is good.
That's a big bowl.
Good. Firstly, the burnt sausages are not an issue. In fact, I highly recommend burning your sausages. And the overall combination of flavours in this is really exquisite. I can see why this is such a big deal. Given all the effort that went into this and given how good it actually tastes, this might be my new favourite American dish. So then the question that everybody in the world is asking right now is, Lawrence, how many Lorenzos out of 5 are you going to give it? I think this is one of those rare instances where it's so good, I am forced to give this meal, gumbo, 5 Lorenzos out of 5. Oh my gosh. That's high. I've made an absolutely massive bowl for myself because I don't have room in the fridge for a lot of this. So I'm going to have to eat in huge servings right now, which I'm not unhappy about. If, for whatever reason, you somehow like this video and you haven't seen me make shrimp and grits, you'll do that next. Until next time, goodbye.
If you're feeling a little stuck with
that was good. Make sure you give Lawrence some love in the comments below, guys. If you want to see me check out grits, well, I can make grits as well too, but we're doing gumbo. If you want to see me make gumbo for the first time, James's mum, I believe, I think. Ooh, did she make it? I don't know if she did. If you want to see me make it, though, let me know in the comments below and drop me any of your recipes that you want me to use. And make sure you guys have a fantastic day. We'll see you in the next one.